Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Brown Sugar Confessions, wherever you tune in for your listening and viewer pleasure out there on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, wherever you might be, you're going to find Brown Sugar Confessions. Guys, we are back in the U.S. If you're not on YouTube, go check us out. We looking rough, but we here. We looking a little tired. We're still recovering.
I miss the sun.
I miss a lot, girl.
I miss the sun on my booty in particular.
Yes.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Yes.
We're going to talk tonight all about Hedo, our experiences, our takeaways, and our future plans. So you do not want to miss tonight's episode. Go on YouTube. Let us know what you think about our experiences, and also put an email out there to us if you want to join us on our next adventure there. Because guess what? We're going back to Hedo but we're going to recover for 2 weeks. So we're going to take off my regular jobs when we come back because the recovery was real. Well, we're going to get into the show. All right. So Miss KD Love, what's up with you, gorgeous?
Barely myself, but otherwise, just trying to recover. I came back from Hedo and I have been sick ever since. So I don't know if it was from the airport, if I swallowed a little too much pool water. I'm not sure what happened.
Oh God. Oh God.
I was out for the count for at least 5 to 6 days. I had a fever. I had the aches, the chills, all that stuff. So most of it's gone now. As you can tell, my voice hasn't quite come back yet. But, we're still in it. I'm alive. We're here. Hedo was still fun, despite me having the ick when I came back.
You know what's funny? We all had the ick in some capacity. Every one of us. We couldn't record earlier this week, like our normal record time, because we were just so sick. No one had a voice. We all had headaches. Except the men that we took, because their alcohol consumption just killed every virus and bug out there. We're going to talk about the alcohol consumption because it was real. Oh, Miss Treese, love, how are you doing out there?
I am doing really, really good. We're back up and at it at 4 a.m. gym time.
Oof.
Getting my daughter ready for graduation.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. I'm making her prom dress and we're almost done with it. And we did the first of the 2 final fittings. I cried. I cried. I think you realize my kids you getting out. And now I'm just like, oh no.
She's getting out.
She's getting out.
She's getting out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just beautiful to see her. And now, as you can hear, I am recovering full time because I thought I'll be good to dance this weekend. Look, it's just not working. It's not working. No.
The struggle is real. Like I said, y'all go on YouTube. Now we're here. Now we're not looking camera ready. We're gonna be honest, but and our outsides don't match our insides right now. That's all I got to say. On the outside, we look as tired and hung up and dried up, whatever. But our insides are beaming from ear to ear because we had an amazing time. But before we get into it, T, what's up with you in the ATL?
Getting back into my normal working schedule has been pretty interesting. We had a manhunt here in Atlanta a couple days ago. I think it was Wednesday. So
Right.
that was a little bit scared because everybody was like, what is happening? Where is he? Who works here? I had at least 3 people, one who isn't even in the country, who found out before I did. And they were like, where are you? And I was like, I'm at home. And they're like, yeah, stay there because there's a shooter in Midtown. And I was like, but that's nowhere near me. And then I thought about it. Oh, I have to go to work there in 3 hours. God dog.
Wow.
So it was a little bit nightmarish, but they found him in the end. He's being prosecuted, and hopefully, I will say, if nothing else, mental health services matter. Just keep that in mind. But you want to know
Absolutely.
something else that's also nightmarish? going into your hotel room, going to sleep, and then later waking up to finding someone sucking on your toes.
Did we order it?
No, we did not, unfortunately. We did not. It
Please
was
tell
not
a
a part of the
story,
Hito
Hito.
special. We did not consent to this. But this is a story that was found on Law and Crime. A 52-year-old hotel manager in Tennessee had been arrested after a male guest staying at the establishment woke up to find him sucking on his toes. The offender's name, David Patrick Neal, was taken into custody on Friday and charged with one count of aggravated burglary, assault, and his records are going to be reviewed. So the man who had his toes sucked, unfortunately, is filing a lawsuit for sexual assault. So what happened was he was in town on a business trip. According to the report from Nashville ABC affiliate WKRN-TV, he was reportedly asleep in his room at 5 a.m. when he allegedly woke up to find the suspect allegedly sucking on his toes. Upon waking up, he reportedly told police that he immediately confronted the hotel's night manager, whom he recognized. So I guess that guy was the night manager.
Had so
But
many
part of
questions.
me is like, I think this is why people got to be extra vigilant when they take trips by themselves in hotels. Like if you ever watch those TikTok videos with um, the airline people where they're like, I do this, I do this, I do this to make sure nobody gets in my hotel while I'm not
Right.
either while I'm not there or while I'm asleep. Yeah, so everybody be safe. Yeah, because
Ugh.
apparently what had happened was when he entered the offender entered the guest room without his permission because he had cloned his room key. Yeah, you can do that. And however, he told police that he only entered his room because he thought he could smell smoke coming from inside and wanted to be sure that everything was okay.
But how you smell
Yeah.
smoke and then end up sucking on his big toe and his pinky toe?
Yeah. How
But
do you
did
go
he
from
think the
smelling?
feet smell like smoke?
Because your mouth ain't going to put it out. Get the fire extinguisher.
Right.
No, my
So that's
mind
another
is
one for humanity is strange, but it's not as
Beyond,
strange as
beyond.
not as strange as what we experienced at Hito though, thankfully.
it's not nearly as strange. But you know what? Something not even something similar. But when we were at Hito, we had to change rooms. I didn't tell because you guys had left. Did I tell you? I don't remember. It was a blur. It's a blur. We had to change rooms.
Mhm.
So Gerd and we went out from our room about noon. That's the day you guys left. Yes, I didn't tell you. So my husband and I had to left our room at noon. I went to the pool, hung out, did whatever we did. I recovered after y'all left because y'all had me working, but we're gonna talk about that later. And we came back at 6. And when we left, keep in mind our room was already made up. The maid had been there earlier that day. We saw her leave. We saw her come in. She did her thing. We tipped her. We said bye. So we came back in, and on the dresser was a big stash of pot, a pipe, and something else in this bag. So
Oh no.
he looks at me and he says, "Is this yours?" And I'm like, "What are you, crazy? It's not mine." And I
Yeah,
said,
because
"Well,
you
did the
can't have
girls?"
that.
Yeah, I can't have that. I blamed it on y'all. I said, maybe one of the girls gave it to you. He was like, no, they didn't give this to me.
Wait, why we got to do it? Why we got to do it?
What?
When did we have time to do it? We were gone.
I figured y'all gave it to him to hold. I said, maybe the girl says, no, they didn't give that to me. I didn't have this. Somebody was in our room. When we left, somebody came in between 1 and 6 into our room. And why they left their stash here is beyond me, but it was a big, like not a brick, but a big like plastic bag, like the quart one size, a pot and a couple of pipes and roller paper and some
So
other
y'all
black
literally
tar
just got
liquid stuff.
visited by the dope fairy.
We got why you
For
say it like
real.
that, but for real, right? We got visited by the dope fairy. So we called security. And they come up to us, security and the manager walked in the room, and they probably didn't believe us. Like really, someone left a whole pile of dope, and you're blaming someone. We're like, well, we don't smoke, so it's not ours. And I'm looking, and again, I says, oh, maybe the girls gave it to you. And of course, okay, we know y'all didn't, But yeah, so they had to go and they do a lock scan to find out who came in our room and left the pot there and all whatever else that brown substance was. So yeah, you need to be diligent. True, Miss T. And what I was thinking, because we had to change rooms, maybe the previous occupant of that room, they probably came back and the room key hadn't been switched yet. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I thought happened. Or the maid left it when she came back in for something.
That's a
Either one of
gift.
the two. That's a gift, right? Fairy. But anyway, yeah, you're right. When you travel, use those airline tips and hacks that you see the not stewardess, but airline attendants talking about, whatever they may be, because people can mess with your stuff and or leave some stuff in your room, and then you be going to jail looking like it ain't mine, but easily
Yeah.
it can be yours in your possession. So that really did happen while we were there. But all right, enough about me and my drama. Look, y'all, if y'all out there on YouTube, if you're not on YouTube, go right now. As I said, on the inside we smile, on the outside we smile, because we be covering, we're what, five days post Hedo. But tonight we're going to dedicate this show to talk to you guys about our experiences. We're going to talk about what you can expect and what our future is when we go back, because everyone has agreed this ain't our last time there. We had a really good time. So go to YouTube right now at Brown Sugar Confessions. Like and subscribe so that you can get on our mailing list, because we've got more events planned. You don't want to miss them. And we're going to jump into tonight's show and talk about what was it like. So I'm just going to go around the room and just get everyone's opinion. Like, just chime in, y'all. All right. So, Miss T, we're going to jump on you first, girl, because, why not?
So, my experience, it was overwhelming at first. It was great. We met a lot of cool people. I had a great time. I found out a new term that Tracy helped me understand called subdrop.
So can we talk about you and subdrop? Can we just
So I will give you the radio land. I will give you the light version of what led to said subdrop, and it was kind of a hangover moment. I've had to explain it to a couple of my people as this was the hangover moment for me. So I decided to have my first experience being taught by a Dom with the illustrious Doc Val. So we got to go to the playroom, which is a part of Hedo. So, they got the different spots. They got the pools. They got the playroom. They got the Karmic Temple. So she took me there. We did different things with like the flogs, touchy feely, talking, whatnot. It was a great time. Went to the pool. I had got some drinks. We were hanging out. And then that's the last thing I remember. So apparently,
what
actually,
happened was,
yeah, Doc Val or Trees, can you guys give a proper definition of what a subdrop is?
So from my vantage point, if you've ever had a child or something really exciting happen to you, like say you're a BMX rider and you finally get that jump and you hit it and you come off, but what you don't realize is when you hit that, you also hit your leg and you hurt your leg and you scratched it and scraped it. What you're feeling is those endorphins. So everything around you feels very soft and fuzzy, and your body is very much in a heightened state of awareness. When you experience the drop, what you're experiencing, like Doc Val said, is the return of those chemicals into your body. So that's when the pain hits. That's when you start thinking about the things that you did. It's almost like, if it's not exactly like when you have a child, you don't remember the pain, you just remember the joy, which is why you're more inclined to have children, because you had those chemicals busted off in your brain telling you this is amazing. And then after that, you're like, whoa, 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 what is all this? Subdrop can last anywhere between 15 minutes to 7 days, depending on how hard you're dropping and your own chemical makeup. So you have to be very aware of, and if you've never done this experience before, you may want to express that just so that you have the proper aftercare, even if you're not in the same vicinity as your dom, they can at least do phone call aftercare. Make sure you're drinking and eating. And are you staying warm? Would you like me to send you some food or something like that to keep up with you? But it's very real. The first time I sub dropped, oh my gosh, I was a crying mess for like 2.5 days. And then I got really angry and bitey. And I didn't understand what it was. But luckily, my dom was there and was just like, okay, you're going to watch some Scooby Doo for like 8 days and you're going to lay down because you're doing too much.
You're doing too much.
Lay down and go to bed.
And I will say this, thankfully, if you decide to give like, BDSM a try and it's your first experience, do it with somebody you trust, because I will say these ladies, when my sub drop started, they had me taken care of. The outside of that blank moment, the only thing I remember is warm towels, a ride in a wheelchair. They told me I was eating chicken. Tracy was nursing me, and I don't even remember her, like, taking care of me while we were in the room. I just woke up like, well, I thought I was in the pool. Why am I in bed? Oh my God, what just happened to me? Tracy, why are you in pajamas? What's going on?
It was a real experience with you. I was, and I took Miss T to the dungeon. It must have been, I guess, 10:30, 11 o'clock. We were the first ones in the dungeon around 10. And
because we were like some of the first ones there.
Yeah, we were one of the first ones there, and our scene maybe lasted 45 minutes, and then we were done. So by 11 o'clock, we pretty much wrapped up and was back doing what other shenanigans we were finding. And when you really dropped, it must have been like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Was it really?
It was that late. Yeah.
Oh.
It was that late. And I went to you and I said, "Are you having a good time?" And the only thing you said to me is, "I want fried chicken." I'm like, "What?"
No, it was chicken. I want chicken wings. I want chicken wings.
Chicken
We have been talking about chicken wings. I do remember us talking at some point, because I think it was the day before. Y'all had got chicken, and I was like, man, I want some chicken. I heard this chicken was really good. I want some chicken.
And that's all you kept saying. Chicken wings. Chicken wings. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Are you, what is wrong with you? Why are you asking for chicken wings like 50 times? Are you okay? And I'm like, did someone put something in your drink? And I'm like, oh my God, I think she's still flying. And I didn't realize that the whole experience had lasted for you this long. And I'm like, I got to make sure she doesn't go into shock, because all you kept saying, like for 10 minutes, was chicken wings. And I'm like, I'm looking around this big pool, and it's 3 o'clock, and like this is day one, night one of Hedo. Treese and Katie were like in another world. I'm like, I need help with Miss T. I cannot do this by myself. All hands on Miss T. Drop whatever you're doing, and let's all hands on Miss T. Katie is flying around doing whatever she's doing. And I remember Treese is there, and I'm like, we got to get her. And I'm like, helping you get out the pool. And when I helped you get out the pool, and you instantly dropped, you just went down to the concrete. I'm like, I gotta tell her mama what's going on. I gotta tell her mama I done got it in Jamaica, and I don't know what's happening. And all I could think of, and all you kept saying, Miss T, you wanted fried chicken. You want chicken.
I mean, apparently somebody got me chicken, so I was happy. Thank you.
I did, because I said, Treese, we gotta get her towels. We gotta get her wrapped up. Don't leave her. We put you on the bed. All hands at this point were on Miss T, because she's just screaming she wants chicken wings. We can't make her shut up from saying she wants chicken wings. People are now staring, because they're like, what's going on with these four ladies over here?
They know they loved us.
They did. At the end, they were like, is she okay? I'm like, do we have to call a nurse? I'm like, we don't know. And I ran up to get chicken wing. I'm like, y'all, everyone keep her safe, keep her covered, keep her warm. She's just blabbing on chicken wing, chicken wing, chicken wing. Treese is holding her. I don't know where Katie is at this point. I don't know if she's still in the tub or whatever. I have to run way up to the front now. I'm the old one. I'm old head. I'm running to get this chick some chicken wings.
Chicken wings are amazing. But that also goes to say, if you go to Hedo, go with people that have your back.
Yep.
Yeah, This is
This is
not where you want to take people you don't know, and if it's a mean girl kind of friendship, do not go with them. You have to be safe. You have to be
yes.
safe.
Yes.
Yes.
You gotta be safe,
And
because I don't think I would ever do that with people I don't trust. And I was thankful that this group was a good group.
yeah, we made sure that you were safe. Who got the KD? Who got the wheelchair? Because she couldn't walk up. She was
Javar
not.
got the
Yeah, I
wheelchair.
would say that was our agent of chaos that got the wheelchair, because I do remember being wheeled by somebody who was talking mad smack.
Well, he talked mess the whole way back to the room, and he was just like, "This is what short people get," and I'm just like, Javar, come on, man.
I love what I hate about the same time. Like, bruh, you with the suit, as soon as you least expect it, I'm power driving you.
So we're literally rolling Miss T back in a wheelchair. Okay, imagine here we are in a wheelchair,
All
rolling
towels
her
and
back.
wheelchair and chicken.
Yes, and chicken wings.
You know, I need that on a
Apparently,
shirt. I need that on a shirt.
you
Towels,
do.
wheelchair, chicken wings. I'm taking that with me to Hedo next time. I did, and I will say yes. Hydrate, and please wear a ton of sunscreen.
Yes,
A
there are
ton of
signs
sunscreen,
for
because I
that.
definitely burnt my back up floating,
Yes, you did.
floating
Oh, you
around,
got.
butt booty naked on those floaties.
Honestly, I am kind of thinking about those chicken wings right now
They
because
were
I am living
good.
off of those chicken wings. Every night I think I made it to the chicken wings. But on that note, we are at about time for our first break.
Oh, man.
So everyone go ahead, grab your drinks, grab your snacks. We're going to tell you more about Hito when we get back. All of our experiences. We're going to talk about the rest of our experiences. So make sure you stay tuned and come back when Brown Sugar returns here in just 1 minute. Welcome back to Brown Sugar Confessions. Did you guys get your snacks? Did you get your drinks? Are you ready for the continuation of this conversation where we tell you about all the things that we are bringing back, our takeaways from Hito? Are you ready? Before we get back into it, make sure you you follow, you share on all of our social media platforms. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Spotify as Brown Sugar Confessions. Make sure you follow us there. Additionally, if you would like to follow us in our shenanigans, specifically Dr. Val shenanigans, on TikTok, make sure you follow Dr. Val on TikTok. She always has some amazing and funny things on there. You do not want to miss out. Lastly, before you come, because I don't know if you guys have figured it out yet, but I think we're all going back to Hito soon. And next time, you might get to come with us. But before you do, and you want to bring your partner, whoever with you, you want to make sure that you've done that work. That work is so very important to make sure that you have built the trust that's necessary in your relationship, to make sure that you're healthy, healed, all of those fabulous things. And if you want to do that, there's no better way than to go to Dr. Val. She could give you a lot of the help that your family, should I say, you and your partner may need. And you can reach her at Valerie at Swan Center. That's SWANN Center.com. So now we got all that out the way. Let's get back into it. But first, I heard, Treese, you have something for us.
I got it's is what I'm gonna say.
Oh, Lord.
It's but I'm talking real fast because we trying to get back into the heated stuff because that's the good stuff. All right. So, what was Tampon Gate? If you've never heard of this, you're not the only one because I just read about it today and I'm grossed out.
Tampon?
What
Like a tampon?
tampon?
Tampon
Tampon,
gates.
tampon Gate. First of all, I want to know what is going on in England, that this is a thing. Is it
Yeah.
the beans in the toast? Is that Y'all eating that? Is that why y'all want Tampon Gate? Is this what's going on? What's Tampon Gate? Why is it a scandal? Well, the new king, Charles, and his new queen consort, I don't know, Camilla,
City
whatever.
girl number
So,
one.
city girl number one, side chicks unite. Y'all keep it up. You could get there. We don't know
In
though. Probably
time.
not.
It could be
Probably not
you.
though. Not really. But keep it up though. Keep up that good work. A for effort is what I'm gonna say. So The Crown, the TV show, has never been shy about talking about whether it was Fergie or rest in peace, Diana, what was going on. Well, we're going to talk about these phone calls that they finally exposed from then Prince Charles to his queen now, his wife now, side
His
chick
side
back in the
piece now,
day.
queen.
Yeah. Charles is telling his mistress that one day he wished he could be reincarnated as a tampon so he could live inside of her. First of all, go to YouTube and look at just the sheer confusion and slight disgust on my face. Because, like, what are we doing? You couldn't say nothing better. You just like tampon. That's what I want to live inside it.
But the thing
Dirty
is that
Talk to a whole new level.
but the only thing
Yeah,
is like that's temporary. Eventually she gotta take it out.
exactly. Why not say an IUD? I, I don't, I don't know. I'm just
It's a little more long lasting, but technically it's there for a while.
right. I don't know. Look. The Virgo in me is feeling some kind of way about all this.
Yeah.
Look,
That's a
that's
sneak of spit.
yeah. Like, but that just shows you, like, this is the thing men will say to other women when their wife is not around. Yeah, but that was his idea of sexy talk. First of all, I'm disgusted. Don't ever approach me with nothing like this, ever. Okay? Look,
Did you just throw something?
I did. I threw my phone because I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted.
You gotta come on YouTube and look at the level of frustration on Tracy's face right now.
I'm telling you right now, we stopping this and we going back to Hito. I'm telling you right now, the best thing any person can ever do, at least for me, is learn how to talk dirty right.
Yes.
To me.
We're gonna make that a class. Yes.
Do not come to me
Please
and be
thank
like,
you.
oh, I want to be a tampon inside of you. I'd slap you in your mouth. One. I slap you in your mouth. And I will walk away. I will walk away. But when I was at Hita, the one thing people kept complimenting our Miss T and I on our scent. They love that. They love the scent. But two, okay, so yes, I did have some encounters while I was there. But the dirty talk hit. Do you hear me? Hit. And when it hits, it takes me to a whole different level. Do not ever approach me with no whackness like this, because I will slap you in your face the way my grandma used to slap me with a chancla. Okay? And that was hard. Real hard. But let's get back to Hidu, because right now,
You're disgusted.
I'm going through something. I'm going through it.
Virgo sensibilities are kicked in. We gotta switch subjects real quick.
We do. We're gonna go back to that because King Charles. Come on now. And so now that's been a whole thing about him. I guess the tape was leaked, and wow. I don't want to talk about them, but I got to say, I just wonder, like, the drama isn't Kate and Megan. The drama that no one talks about is Camilla and them two boys.
Yes.
Because them boys cannot stand this woman. The side chick becomes the queen. Their mama's not around any longer. The drama that England keeps under wrap is them boys and the new queen. Because number one, I know them boys are their sons, their children are not calling the new queen grandma or mama or whatever they say. They're like, no way in heaven will we have our kids call this woman queen, grandma.
But you know
It's
what I always wonder? Like, do you think in another, what, we'll say 20, 25, maybe 50 years, there'll be an HBO special that'll be like Game of Thrones based on this?
all right. Let's go talk about
Oh
Hito.
my goodness.
Let's talk
God, I
about
needed that
The
Hito.
laugh.
fact and the fact that he probably thought that that was actually like sexual or something, like there's no better place than to be there during that time of the month. Like, do they realize how much we are not emotionally, mentally,
Maybe that's
physically
their kink.
into that during that
Ugh.
time of the month? Like, the last thing I'm thinking about during that time of the month is sex.
Yes, is
Like,
that
I'm just like, that's the last thing for my mind. So
so true?
to want to be a tampon because you're there and you're probably thinking, oh, I'm in there and I can,
Yes.
ew.
Ew,
Like,
ew.
you're completely out of touch with women to even think like that. You don't
Ex-
understand women at all to even think that that's something that could be a turn on to us. I just don't get it. I really don't.
Why
and
does that remind me of Mousy?
what's
Why
mousy?
does this whole situation remind me of Mousy? Like I'm getting Mousy vibes from that.
Before we
Okay, so
get
you're
into
gonna
that,
have to
before we get into
explain
that,
who that is.
before we get
You
into
might
that,
want
I
to.
think we need to let everybody know that some people, me, cannot remember people's names, so we have code names for people to remember.
Everyone.
By who? By who?
I don't know. It was in a hot tub.
You said I don't know. Was it the clown in the hot tub? Was that what it is?
Look, I walked in that hot tub one night, and there was this, you know, there was this scum that was in the hot tub.
Wait,
It
was
was.
this had to have been before they closed it down to clean it. So just so y'all know, they do clean, they drain and clean the tubs
They do every night.
every night.
We thank you, Hito, for doing that every night. But we had went back to the hot tub after we left the regular swimming pool. It was like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and there was this scum, and it was coming towards me. And I was like, "Sail away, sail away!" I was pushing it away. But I think I walked through it, and Gert says, "I think you're pregnant." I was like, "I think you're right." And so this guy says to me, "Yes, it's my baby," and he's from Denmark. I was like, "I want a brown baby." I was just like,
Wait,
"What is
wait,
that?"
sir, hold on.
Wait. What?
And my husband is like, "Why is he saying that you're pregnant with his baby? Why is he saying like
About to start a whole nother world war.
why are we talking about me being pregnant with this man's baby from Denmark and why he want a brown baby? He wants to come to America to get a visa. I don't know how this conversation happened, but this all went on the hot tub, y'all. I am 60 years old and now I'm pregnant, and it's going to be on like every National Enquirer because I should be. I'm just yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's how it went for me in Hito. I'm now pregnant by some man from many men from. I don't know who the
She was
baby gonna be.
impregnated by a cloud in the
I
pool.
have a yes. The baby gonna be. It could be Asian, could be white, could be black, could be Mexican, could be whatever. It's gonna come out, whatever it is.
So
But
what are
yeah,
we naming this scum cloud baby?
Hito.
We're gonna name it Hito.
We're gonna name it
Hito
Hito.
Jr.
Hito
Yes.
Junior. Yes, Hito
It's
Junior.
gonna be Hito 4.
That's my baby daddy name, Hito. Anyway, getting back to the show. All right, where we at? We're all over the place. Oh my god, what is
We're
happening?
talking about experiences with KD and Tracy.
Yes. Okay. So yes. All right. So KD, how was
Can't see me in the
No, you
camera.
were
What?
you were no, I can't see. I want to see every expression on your face. There you go. How was your expression? How was your time with hedonism?
Okay, so
Again,
I feel like
back
most of
in the
my time in
camera.
Hedo. In the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah,
I
I
don't
see you
get it.
now. Okay, come on,
Okay.
girl.
So most of my experience with Hedo, like the biggest takeaway for me actually is the fact that I miss being naked. And that was probably the best part of it for me. I enjoyed being able to just walk around, not figure out what my clothes look like. Do I match at the moment? Like I was just comfortable. I was able to be myself. I got to tan every part of my body without having to figure out how I was going to get the tan lines taken care of. So that was my favorite part. Everything else is a blur at this point. Do y'all really remember everything else? Because I can barely remember anything else at this point. I have to refer to other people to help put everything back into pieces because it was a blur. First off, you all have to understand, anytime you travel with Dr. Val, things are going to turn into blurs just because that's the way things work when you travel with Dr.
He's on
Val.
go the entire
Anyway,
time.
the whole time, even when you think you finally figured out how you could get her to slow down and for us to like relax, chill, somehow we just find ourselves anyway
Yeah, let's take a
doing
short walk on a
adventures.
7 mile island.
Short walks, adventures. Next thing you know, there's scenes being created, and everyone on the island now knows who you are because that's just how things work when you roll with Dr. Val. So a lot of stuff is an absolute blur to me because it just was like boop 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 boop. But I had a really great time with. Let's talk about some of the niceties. So
Okay.
Mm.
I got a really nice massage while I was there.
Oh,
And with my massage, I got a nice sugar scrub. I think my skin is still feeling nice and silky smooth after my silky sugar scrub. So that was really nice. I got to lay on the beach for about 10 minutes once.
yeah. Y'all didn't get much laying out.
um, there's a really cool nightclub. And for some reason, the nightclub doesn't open every night, but it has a stripper pole. And I got
Yeah.
to go there twice. So one night I went by myself. It was just me and my husband, and I literally swang around on the stripper pole by myself and danced to reggae music. And that was like probably the weirdest moment of all time. It's because I was literally the center of the entire nightclub. There was like a bartender who was tending to me and my husband just sat there and looked at me as I'm like acting stupid on the stage.
There you go. Yay for you. And speaking of stripper pole, congratulations to KD and Treese who entered the stripper contest. They were some of the finalists up there. And
They were like,
Treese
what,
was
number 1 and number 2, weren't they?
I think, well, the first it was Treese's other girl were tied, and then KD came in second because they didn't come first. Yeah. So congratulations, ladies. And I was trying to get Miss T up there, but she was like,
Yeah, I am not embarrassing myself. I got 2 pros with me. No.
I was like, yeah.
No, not at all.
I was like, yeah, look at my girls. They're on the stripper pole. They look so cute. And she's like, who me? Who me? And then she like,
I didn't want. No, I look. I'm not about that life right now. I was about supporting KD. That's what I was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just there to cheer my girl on because I knew some people was gonna come with some silly stuff, and I'm just like, I'm not here for it. I'm here for my girl. That's what I'm clapping for. And I got out of line. They pulled me up, and I was just like, nope, going to the bar. And I shimmied my way to the bar, and then I was trying to shimmy behind Gerd, and then he was just like, hey, drink. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Hide me better. What are we talking about? Hide me better. Come on, man. Get over there. Like, angle it. I'm just trying to see my girl. Nope, he caught me. And at that point, I was just like, crap. All right, so I would just dance, whatever.
Because our host guy was like, still waters run.
Absolutely crazy.
Nah, that's an agent of chaos right there.
And then we also called him the agent of chaos because he was starting some mad stuff back in there.
You need at least one good one. Don't go over one if you got a good one.
I tell you, our husbands had just as much fun, if not more, than the four ladies did. Because them boys, they was drinking and partying. Gerd came out the airport with a mini bar.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
We hadn't even.
See, that was my first mistake right there. Was letting Gerd talk me into drinking rum punch on the way there. Can we talk about that ride? It's a beautiful ride, but it's like what, an hour and a half, 2 hours to get from Montego Bay to Negril?
It's an hour and a half to get there, and getting into Jamaica, flying into Jamaica is easy. Coming through immigration, not so easy in customs. And it's a process to go through that. We were an hour and a half, I think, in line total before you even came out. And Gerd already had Javar liquored up. He had Tito's in his carry-on. Gerd had Tito's in the carry-on, pulling out little mini bottles. And before Miss T even came through, those two were already feeling it. Then here we are, rum and coke all the way into Hedo, and then it went downhill from there. But that was day one. And so, Talk about your time. What was your experience? Would you go back? Let's know. We
I
want to
would
know.
absolutely go back. I first time I went, I had a lot of fun. But it was more by myself because my friends were out doing their thing. This time I actually got to experience going with people and being at dinner and watching shows and all of that stuff. I had an amazing time, met some amazing people that I'm still in contact with. I just had fun. I had a lot of fun, and I am naturally a nudist, and that was my favorite part of this. My favorite, well, no, my favorite part was seeing so many different body types, styles, and everyone getting loved on. And I don't think people
Hmm.
get this. They think that, oh, I have to look a certain way and I have to be a certain way. You absolutely do not get that out of your mind. That is something that Hollywood is selling you, and that's complete false narrative. Even the stars that have those body types, that is not realistically maintainable. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Love the body that you're in. Get comfortable. Get real comfortable in the body that you're in. Understand that these rolls, these dimples, it's all a part of who you are. And if somebody does not like you for that, that's their issue, not yours. Don't carry any
Exactly.
of that stuff. Um, to be open to seeing different types of eggplants.
They
Hmm.
were out. They were out.
Um, you're gonna see the circumcised, the uncircumcised. You're gonna see the micros. You're gonna see the BDEs. You're gonna see all of it, and don't be so close-minded that you're not even trying to experience anything, because that comes off in your energy. It really does. Like, people can see it and feel it a mile away, and then they don't even want to mess with you. But here we were, four beautiful Black women absolutely having the best time, people interacting with us. I mean, at one time in the pool section, it was like it was nighttime, so like half of the pool was like us Black folks, and then half of the pool was like country folks, white folks, right? By the end of the night, yo, everybody was laughing, everybody was having fun, we were listening to music. Be cognizant of the energy that you're bringing, because in that state, in that nude state, in that vulnerable state, people can read your energy from a mile away, and they're going to know whether or not they're going to hang with you or not. 2, 3, the other thing I noticed, if you're in a weak marriage, do not come to this place.
Don't.
Nah,
Please.
It is not for
it
you.
ain't gonna make it.
One, don't ruin your time, and don't ruin the other people's time around you, because we had that happen to us the first or second night.
First night. So let's talk about it, Trees. We're gonna talk about that because we talked about all the good stuff. But just
Oh
for that
God, that.
teachable minute, like for you people that think that you're ready for this,
You're not.
this is a teachable minute. Okay, so go
This
ahead.
is so I we come over from the hot tub to the pool. I see KD, Miss T chilling, and they're talking to some random dude, whatever. I wasn't even into it. I was just trying to get out of that mess over there and into some stuff over here. We go to the swim out bar, we're talking, and there is this very cordial white guy. We're just talking, having a good time. We talk about metalocalypse and heavy metal and like stuff like that. And he's asking me about my preferences. And I'm telling him, and look, I'm about to get disgusted too at the same time. He gonna tell me. He's gonna tell me. He's just like, I tell him, like, when I'm with women, I'm with this way. When I'm with men, I'm this way. And he's just like, oh, you should meet my wife. She is beautiful. Blah blah blah. He describes his wife. When he describes his wife to me, I see in my mind's eye the great Selena. I'm ready for.
Wait,
I'm ready.
pause right there.
I'm
Pause right there before you get into it, because as KD and I were also talking to said guy about his wife, he was like, we've been together forever. She's the best
You're gonna love
person.
her.
We're sitting here thinking, this lady is a
Wow.
saint. This is
Amazing.
Mother Teresa reincarnated. She is the woman for him. All right, keep going.
okay. Exactly, like the way he's just he sold her, and he said like, oh, we have been together for married for 26 years. But here's the thing: listen to when people are talking to you. Listen, don't just pick up on the little things you want. Intently listen and hear what they are saying. He said, we've been married for 26 years. Um, I said I would only get married once. So either I'm staying married or I'm getting divorced and that's it. And I'm never getting remarried. Right. And I was just kind of like, okay, that's a weird statement to say. Okay, whatever. Uh, it's what, maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And
You've been talking to him for like a couple of hours, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
you just
we had been
shared the
talking.
barstool between the two of you.
Yeah, we had been talking. Meanwhile, my braids was looking cute. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of the corner of my eye, I see the only clothed person, which is security, because they have all the security vests and the hat and all the stuff. And then I see a woman in like some sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Was she
And
in sweatpants? I thought she was in a bathrobe.
no,
I
she
don't
was in
know.
like sweatpants,
Okay.
and a t-shirt. And she comes up and she yells his name. Like, and when I tell you, all the music went, like, it went,
And everybody
it
went,
went, it was the whole vibe at the pool. Like, everybody is chilling. We're chopping it up. We're having fun. And in a matter of a millisecond, it went from ha 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 to everybody's face went like this.
Chicago's
And
radio went off with in a heartbeat, like, whoa.
yeah, it was a wrap. And she's like, I thought you said you would be in the room at 10:30, and I'm just like, it's like midnight or 1 o'clock. You should have been here like 3 hours ago. What are you talking about? She is yelling. This man is keeping like trying to stay calm. Like, what's wrong?
He did
What's
a
the
really good
problem?
job.
Like, talk to me. Meanwhile, he has not moved from the the pool with his drink in the hand.
And all of us are looking like crabs as we skedaddle away from him.
Look,
Because then
so
she jumps and she comes.
oh no, you missed the whole part.
Oh,
This whole back and forth happened for like a couple of minutes. I'm standing there. She looks at me at one point. I look at him and I'm like, nope. So I kind of crab walk out of there over over to the over to the table where everybody is now sitting, but I don't want to sit with my back to her because you don't know where the situation could go, right?
Never show
And
your
I
back
don't
to a
want,
crazy person.
yeah, and I'm just like not having it. So she jumps into the pool, decides to have a conversation with him. It wasn't a conversation, it was very large arguing. He leaves the pool. She follows. But this is the chasing him. But this is the thing. Not only did she ruin his time, she ruined everyone's time. So that's why I'm saying, like, when you go to this place, you need to know, are you the jealous type? Do you have unresolved marital issues from wherever? I don't care. Because don't bring your stuff into a place where we are having a communal discussion, having fun, and you come in here with stank energy. It's not the place to do that. Please get help. Please see a therapist before you go to these places and you think like, oh, this place is going to fix my marriage. It will not.
It doesn't. The lifestyle, whether you're into lifestyle, the umbrella of nudist or swinger, or you're just want to be around sexy people, or you're into polyandry or polygamy, whatever your thing is, this stuff is not supposed to fix a relationship. It won't. You have to have a really, really strong foundation and know thyself. Two things: know who you are before you come in, know your boundaries, and second, guys need to be tight and talk your stuff through before you enter those premises, because you're going to experience things that will make you question, that will make you want to say something, because there's so much energy, there's so many people, and not everyone vibes, and you got to be okay with that, and you got to be strong in yourself and with your partner, before you even decide to go to places like this. So it was, I talk about it being, researching the lifestyle and being around so many. I talk about it all the time. And you guys actually got to witness how quickly a scene can go from kumbaya to everyone crabbing, get away from each other, and here's security. Because she was like, I want you in this room now. And she literally chased this man into the pool. He then goes from the pool to the hot tub. She literally chases him all around the whole place. And it continued for the next 2 days. Their energy was so awry. When they would come up to people would just scatter away like crabs because it just did not stop. So, and that note, I know we're out of time. We didn't get to I didn't get to my forehead.
Part 2. We need a part 2 or part 3.
This is part 3. We're going to have a part 3 then?
We got to, because there's so much more we haven't even got to it all. But you know what we say on Brown Sugar Confessions, we want you to always stay safe and play safe out there. Make sure, if you haven't done so, that you're liking us on YouTube. Send us an email at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. Make sure you like and subscribe and get on our mailing list, because we're going to start announcing when we're going back, what events we're going to be at, so that you can join us. And we thank you guys for listening in. And always stay safe and play safe. And we will see you next time, only on Brown Sugar Confessions. Bye-bye for now, guys. Thanks for listening to another episode of Brown Sugar Confessions on Power 1017. Go to our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram page at Brown Sugar Confessions to like, share, and follow. Stay safe and play safe. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.